I just wanted to take this opportunity to wish you all a happy new year again as we pursue another spin around the globe. And I also wanted to use this time to talk to you about how I will embark on 2024. I know many people like to set New Year resolutions, and this line in the sand from one year to another seems the right time to make a change. Truth is, I've been disciplined throughout my life, but I wanted to talk about how I see this year as I live in Thailand and see if there's any parallels or is there anything that you relate to, because we never stop learning. At 48 years old, I'm a completely different person to what I probably was 2 years ago, certainly 10 years ago. Rewind a couple of decades and the shell of Dan then would have fundamentally changed. And I think quite often we become softer, less selfish as we get older. I learn, and I've learned from being in Thailand as well, and I really cherish the fact that some of the Thai behaviours are something that us Westerners can grow from, rather than being so into ourselves and driven, and appreciate the softer side and the ability to live for today. It's well documented in some of my other vlogs that the actual move that I made to Thailand almost 2 decades ago was one of the most life-changing and important, and it allowed me to empower, break free of Western society's snares and constraints and mortgages and excuses and humdrum and routine and rat race. You know, I would find it incredibly difficult to go back there again. I want to rewind a little bit before I move on to what I'm going to do. I was listening to Andrew Tate. Not that I'm a big supporter of Andrew Tate at all. Some of the things I think he says are there to rile people and to get a response, and I don't think he actually means. Some of the things he says are very good as well. But he was talking about an overarching driver for his life, and he used the word pride. He wanted to be proud of what he'd done. He wanted people to be, his family and his friends. And the interviewer stopped him and said, I'm not sure if that's the word. Should we not be chasing peace? I'm not talking about global peace and all these things that, you know, clearly would be beneficial to the world, but peace in our soul, with our family, with what we do, with a lack of stress. And that word grabs me. And it further shows me that I want to polarize myself further from the Western world. The ability not to be jealous. Drop the ego. Stop chasing others. Just because someone's driving around in a big Ferrari doesn't make them any happier or content than you. But the West will tell us it does, it does, it does. It's all about this grind to keep that wheels on track for Western civilizations to function. And I want to reduce that. In 2023, I lost 3 friends. 36 years old, 39 years old, 52. Sam, Keith, and Valeria. All of cancer. And I noticed that they all become more humble, recognized the realities of life and the treasure of life. You didn't see them worrying about what car they drove or these other material possessions, but just the ability to enjoy this life. I mean, it's common sense really, but we are hoodwinked and manipulated by all the messages that we see. And these messages don't just come from media, but from our friends and family in terms of what they post, portraying these perfect worlds on their social feeds. It's not right. Everyone wants to have that ego and show that they're living a better life than someone else. So yesterday I went through a large chunk of my friends, and I didn't defollow them. I just said I want to take a break. It means that I won't see their posts again. These subtle times when they're driving around going, I'm just enjoying the free time, and you'll see the BMW badge. It's for their own fulfillment. We only use social media fundamentally to make ourselves feel better and tell the world that's how we want to be viewed. And I don't want to be any part of that. I want to use social to follow just a few network of my friends. I want to follow more content creators that are documenting things that make me laugh. I like Shammy in Australia and their pranks. Or people that are doing something useful or learning. and use that on my feeds. I also want to reduce my time. Of course we all want to reduce our time. I think everyone at Christmas and New Year says, I want to stop using my social media. It's not going to happen. So just change what you see on those posts. I want to be humble and find peace now. Memorable of what happened to Sam, Keith and Valeria. So sad and tragic, but death is the one thing that comes to us all. And it should provide some certainties and timeline that says we must do something with our life, because there's not an infinite number of years. We don't know when it's going to end. So are you living your best possible life now? If you want to go to Thailand, work that plan out. People will come back and say, yeah, but not everyone can do it, and they'll waste all their money and they'll lose their securities. Oh, God, does it matter? Just be happy. Just try. Put your plan in place. Do your research. Take some accountabilities for yourself so that you don't get caught in that position when you come over here. Certainly keep away from the bars. This alcohol, I'm reducing to hopefully stopping alcohol in this year. It's a poison. You feel crap the next day. It controls you. I think about the Industrial Revolution and when pubs cropped up, so that people after work could go and get drink, be merry. And what do? They stop thinking about the reality. Keeps that control again. Maybe I'm being too extreme, but it does. So to keep away from alcohol, I don't want to go out eating in restaurants anymore. I put on weight. I want to get the best version of myself in terms of my health and mental well-being. And it all comes like this. Healthier I am, the sharper my brain, the more peaceful I can be, and the more successful as well. Sure, I want to be successful, find financial freedom. We live in a capitalist world, can't change that as well. But I just want to do it with my blinkers on and focus without being influenced by other people saying, look at me and how successful I am. I want to reduce my meals to 2 times a day, reduce the stress on my body so that it can repair itself. I'll keep taking my protein, my vitamins, my creatine, my fish oils, improve my sleep, sauna, ice pool, gym 5 times a week, keep that going. Continue to chase a number of commercial pursuits and just have a better life for me and my family. I wonder what you're going to do this year. I want to be happy, content, healthy, and most of all, peaceful. Happy New Year again from Thailand. Make your dreams happen. Keep safe. Done about Thailand.